Welcome to the Gaming After 40 video podcast. Happy Halloween. Welcome to the Gaming After 40 video podcast for October 28th, 2009. I was all set to tear into Pocahontas, Mystery of the Ancients this week, but as it turns out, Hollywood Interactive Digital Entertainment actually learned a few things from their earlier efforts on Treasure Island Interactive. And this time they kept the video simple, with a single actress, studio-recorded dialogue. She doesn't do a bad job.
But you need a lot more practice to be a great warrior.
I'm sorry?
You would make a great warrior.
That's better. It's not a great game, but it's not so bad as to be entertaining. And yes,
it costs $1.
Besides, it's nearly Halloween, and another dollar store find is perfectly appropriate for the season. Created by Digital Design Development and distributed by Padmini Multimedia Limited, it's Torture, Arsonist of Evil. Unlike, the Arsonist of Goodness and Light.
Torture, Arsonist of Evil opens with an elaborate credit sequence. The CD case calls this a Jonathan Stone adventure! But as it turns out, Mr. Jonathan with an extra H Stone is not the protagonist of the game, but its writer/director. The story concerns a mayoral scandal, a young Appalachian-American woman, hillbilly girl, and an ugly boy, and lots of fire, and crumbling buildings on fire, and acid that burns the player's face away in a rainbow of colors. The game adopts a strange visual style, probably due to budget limitations. It's basically cutout animation, with some elements rendered in low-end 3D and then pasted into the scene in 2D. It might be an appealing look for a different sort of game, but this is meant to be a dark, realistic adventure. And the shiny, stiffly animated characters and construction paper backgrounds really don't work. Everyone appears to be wearing scotch-guarded polyester, dialogue is not lip-synced at all, and the world never really draws the player in. Even the stuff that's meant to be gross and scary just isn't. The game does make use of QuickTime VR, a briefly popular Apple technology intended to turn photos into a 360-degree interactive view. In the Doom era, the technique provided a workable facsimile of a 3D perspective, but even then it was obviously a static image texture mapped around a cylinder. When the player clicks on the view to obtain an object, the game cuts to a standard QuickTime clip, and we see a plastic doll's hand reaching out to take it, but not always quite connecting or maintaining any sense of proportion. The in-game clues do develop some sense of mystery, but they would be more convincing if the spelling and grammar were better. Mr. Stone's crew apparently did not include a proofreader. Like most multimedia games of the 1990s, interactivity and choices are pretty limited. Fight through to the end to see the arsonist face down. He either burns the player to a crisp or gets what he deserves. Either way, the player's already gotten burned.
I'd say I was disappointed in this game, but the label promised torture, and I can't really say it didn't deliver.